Welcome to the Daily Forkast, September 9th, 2021. I'm Angie Lau, Editor-in-Chief of Forecast News, covering all things blockchain. Korea's crypto regulation countdown is now, underway as some crypto exchanges face regulatory extinction. Others getting some good news from traditional banking partners. All that and more coming up. Let's get you up to speed from Asia to the world. First up, Korea. There is a face-off coming as the country faces imminent mass closures of crypto exchanges. The Korea FinTech Association has come together to figure out the impact on investors. The association has been highly critical of the financial authorities that forces investors to unwind their tokens and switch to other exchanges that don't actually support those tokens. Forecast News' Danny Park got the lowdown from the association's president, Kim Hyung-jung.
A minimum $2.5 billion US. That's the estimated amount of damage the mass closure of exchanges is going to cause the investors. And that's just the 44 specified cryptos that will disappear. Adding all the native so-called kimchi tokens affected could see the total soar to $8.5 billion. That's the revelation from the forum which gathered industry officials and experts to discuss the deadlock Korea's new regulations have put them in. Members expressed concern that the regulations are deliberately set to work against them, and the Korea FinTech Association's president warned they jeopardize the future of the industry.
한국에서는 혁신적인 금융 사업을 하기가 어려운 거예요. 거기다가 또 한국의 투자자들이 국내 코인에 투자를 하는 게 아니고 해외 코인에다가 투자를 하는 거거든요.
Meanwhile, the head of Korea's Finance Consumer Federation adds that as the regulations may affect many innocent victims, action against the government is a possibility.
일방적인 금융 소비자의 피해에 대해서 사례들을 좀 수집하고 가능하다면 정부에 대한 집단 소송도 한번 준비를 해보도록 하겠습니다.
In more positive news, the remaining three of the Big Four, Bithumb, CoinOne, and Corbit, should now be safe after their real name bank account contracts were extended. That means they now comply with both stipulations within the regulations ahead of the September 24th deadline. For Forecast News, I'm Danny Park.
Meanwhile, over in Hong Kong, Initium Media's first NFT collection has completely sold out. The works focus on news events that Initium says had a significant impact. And with stories produced by Hong Kong's recently closed Apple Daily also being preserved via blockchain, could news-based NFTs be on the rise? And why do they matter? Forecast News' Timmy Shen found out more from Initium's executive editor and head of audience development.
The Chinese-language news site, which recently relocated its headquarters from Hong Kong to Singapore, released an NFT collection called The Erased. It features stories of migrant workers from Beijing who were evicted in 2017 as part of the city's low-end population evacuation campaign. The artwork sold for 0.3 ETH, or just over $1,000 US. Suzy Wu, executive editor of Initium, told Forecast News that NFTs serve as a record of historical moments that could otherwise be easily forgotten. And the outlet's head of audience development, Yongxin Zhang, said it's an interesting way for media companies to seek new revenues. And it is just one sign of a growing trend of embracing NFTs as a storytelling method. In July, Hong Kong's South China Morning Post published a light paper announcing the launch of Artifact, offering a standardized way of recording snippets of history as NFTs that are tradable in the marketplace. For Forecast News, I'm Timmy Shan.
And finally today, demand for crypto mining hardware in the U.S. is showing no signs of letting up. China's Bitmain, one of the world's biggest producers of cryptocurrency mining gear, has sealed a deal with ISW Holdings, a company which is shortly to be renamed Block Quarry. ISW will host 56,000 Bitmain mining rigs and pair it with 200 megawatts of power at the company's Pod City location in Georgia. The company also says it aims to have the first 20 megawatts of power paired with rigs and running next month, with a full rollout complete by October 2022. And that's the Daily Forecast from our vantage point right here in Asia. For more, visit forecast.news. I'm Editor-in-Chief Angie Lau. Until the next time.